please, I encourage your participation as we go through this player rating very quickly. First, Alick Athanaze. He scored 28 runs off 21 deliveries at a strike rate of 133. Now, I cannot give someone a pass mark who doesn't score 30 runs in their innings in a T20 match. That, for me, is like the benchmark to giving someone a pass mark. And remember, we are scoring out of 10, where 5 is average. And so, for me, it's hard to give Athanaze average when he did not score 30. Furthermore, his strike rate was only 133. And I do not have any water with me this morning, so I have to be quick. His strike rate was only 133. So I'm going to give, he was good in the field, as almost everyone on the West Indies team was good last night in the field. And this contributed a lot towards us winning that match. There were a number of times when South Africa's run some two, but probably the batsmen were just playing the ball, waiting it properly and into the gap. I'll give Alick Athanaze a 4. Let me hear what you think about Alick Athanaze. So no one has scored Alick Athanaze, so I'll now move on to the next player. So the next player is Shai Hope. So 4 for me for Alick Athanaze. I'm finished with Athanaze. Now I'll go to Shai Hope. So Shai Hope having scored 41 from 22 deliveries with a strike rate of 186.36, and having scored a strike rate of 186 and scored 41 runs, there's no doubt in my mind that Shai Hope deserves an 8. So I'll give Shai Hope 8. So YP saying 5 for Shai Hope. I would have given Shai Hope an 8. Wilson Mans is saying 8 for Shai Hope. Oh, YP saying 8 for Shai Hope. So 8. Yes, I agree that Shai Hope should get an 8. The next person was Nicholas Pooran. And Nicholas Pooran faced 19 deliveries, and we are judging him off yesterday's match, not his performance in Friday. And having scored 19 from 19 deliveries, a strike rate of 100, and only 19 runs, it's hard for me to give Nicholas Pooran more than a 1. So for me, Nicholas Pooran got a 1 yesterday. So 1 for Nicholas Pooran yesterday. Now the next batsman is Ruston Chase. And Ruston Chase, I believe, in my mind, was the player of the World Cup for the West Indies. He did well with both bat and ball. But in these 2 matches so far, he has not been doing well. So Ruston Chase made 7 from 9 deliveries at a strike rate of 77.77. He also bowled 1 over, which I don't have there. It's a mistake. I should have added there. And that 1 over went for 23 runs. For me, I have to think hard whether I should give Ruston Chase a 0 or a 1. However, I come down with a 1 because the West Indies team won the match, and he would have done something to contribute towards that victory. So for me, Ruston Chase got a 1. And so Bangladesh is saying 2. Wilson Mans is saying 0.75. Mikkel is saying 1. So 1 Mikkel is saying for Ruston Chase. Now let's go to the next player, who is Ravmon Powell. And Ravmon Powell have scored 35 from 22 deliveries with a strike rate of 159. He was also good in the field. I'm not talking about his captaincy. We'll rate his captaincy later. And I think that he should get a 7. So for me, Ravmon Powell get a 7 on this occasion. For Shafin Rutherford, we now move on to Shafin Rutherford. 29. Although Shafin Rutherford never made 30, because his strike rate was 169.11. And generally, if you had made 30, you automatically have gotten a 5. But a strike rate above 150, above 160, that also led some credence. So I am going to give Shafin Rutherford a 6 here because of his high strike rate. Probably a 5.5, maybe 6.2, but a 5.5 because he didn't make 30. And my benchmark for giving someone a 5 is 30. But because of his high strike rate, it was not the highest in the innings. but at 169, it was fairly decent. And so I will give him a generous 6. I really want to give him 5.5, but I'll give Shafane Rutherford a generous 6 here. So Wilson is saying for Rutherford, for 7 for Rutherford. Nilo Alexander is giving Rutherford a 7. Red Am is giving him a 8. So Red Am is giving him a 8. I will come to my playing 11. I have already selected my playing 11, and then I'll give you my reason for selecting that playing 11. So Romario Shepherd, who made 9 from 6 delivery, he was not out, and a strike rate of 150. So due to the fact that he was not out and he had a strike rate of 150, then I would have to consider his batting in a different perspective. There were mitigating circumstances why he would not be able to score a 50 in this match, but he a 30, but he comes not out. Although he faced 6 deliveries, he could have hit 5 6s and a 4. But we know that those things don't happen very often. So 9 from 6 deliveries not out, and then his bowling was magnificent, absolutely magnificent. You know, last year, Romario Shepherd was the player of the series against India in the Caribbean. And he had a fairly good, decent 2023. He didn't have a good World Cup. He fell off in the World Cup. But then it is very good to see that Romario Shepherd hit his stride yesterday and 3 for 15 when the other bowlers, especially in the early on, were traveling around the park. Was magnificent from Romario Shepherd. I would give Romario Shepherd a 9. Let me see what you think about Romario Shepherd. So Mikel is saying 6 for Romario Shepherd. Wilson Mans is saying 9 for Shepherd. Ravmon Singh is saying 10. So what happened if he had scored 100? Well, Nilo Alexander is saying 9, and so 9 for Shepherd. Thank you very much. So we'll now move on to Akeal Hussain. Akeal Hussain, he only faced 3 deliveries. He scored 3 runs. He came not out also. He bowled 2. He took 2 for 25 from his 4 overs with an economy of 6.25. Hussain is mainly picked to bowl. And when you bowl in T20 cricket and your economy is 6.25, and furthermore you got 2 wickets, he should get a 7. So for me, Akeal Hussain got a 7. The next person on the list is, I see some comment here for Akeal Hussain. So Wilson Mans is giving Hussain a 8, and Raghunath Singh is giving Hussain a 8 also. I gave him a 7, so it's in the ballpark. So the next person there is Matthew Ford. 1 for 25 from 2.4 overs, conceding almost 10 runs a over. The 1 wicket he got was the number 11 batsman, Bartman. He did, however, contributed to us winning this match, and he did get a wicket, so I'll give him a 2. So 2 for me for Matthew Ford. So 2 for Matthew Ford. So that's the score for Matthew Ford. You're saying that's a negative 8. No, I don't think anyone should get a negative score in this match, because West Indies won. And as a collective, they would have all played their part in winning the match. So I'd give him a 2. Wilson Mans saying a 4, and Mikel is saying a 2. So those are the scores for Ford. Now the other player that we need to look at is Shamar Joseph. He bowled fast yesterday. And it is good to see that Shamar Joseph is gradually hitting that top pace again. I think he bowled 1 delivery at 147. If my memory serves me right, if someone like probably Michael Douglas is at class. But he bowled a delivery yesterday at 147. He took 3 for 31 from his 4 overs, an economy of below 8. And I always look at the economy. When it is below 8, I always think it is reasonable. So for me, 3 for 31, an economy below 8, took also a catch on the mid-wicket boundary. I want to give him a 7.5, a strong 7.5. I don't quite think that it reached 8, but I'll give him a 7.5. He was absolutely... And, I'm going to top it up to 8. I will top it up to 8. I'm going to give Shamar Joseph a 8. And so Raghunath Singh is saying that 147 kilometers per hour is correct. Thank you. Thank you. We need more variation for Shamar Joseph. No slow ball. Okay, but you should have given him a score. And so, so no score. I want to see once 8. Mark Morris is saying 8 for Shamar. Thank you very much, Mark Morris. And then we go to the final player, Gudakesh Moti, the left-arm orthodox spinner. 1 for 27 from his 4 overs. Again, his economy was 6.75. Brilliant from Gudakesh Moti. He only picked up a wicket, but this is T20 cricket, and he went for less than 7 runs per over. And for that, I would have to give Gudakesh Moti a 6. There's no doubt that Gudakesh Moti deserves a pass mark. So Raghunath Singh is saying that 8 for Moti. Thank you very much, Raghunath Singh. Now, I didn't have the captain up there, but I think that Powell marshaled his troops brilliantly yesterday. Again, he showed why he's arguably the best captain in the West Indies. And I really, really think that yesterday Powell deserved an 8 for his leadership, especially after South Africa got off to that fast, rapid start, scoring at 10 runs and over for the first 8 overs. For West Indies to be able to pull back, his field placing, his rotation of the bowlers, they were magnificent. And that catch that he attempted off Stubbs in the covers, it was brilliant also. Unfortunately, it touched the ground, and so he was given not out. But he was good yesterday, extremely good. And I'll give him Ravmon Powell for his captaincy yesterday at 8. And so Shirley Samuels is saying 8 for Powell leadership. So thank you, Shirley. He's the only one who have given him a grade. Although Mikel said he did not panic after the power play, but he still did not rate him. I wish he had given him an 8. Mark Morris is giving him a 6. Well, we are all entitled to our opinion, and so he gave him a 6, and we respect that. But I think about 8. More and more persons are saying 8 for leadership. And yes, and Raghunath is saying, yes, I agree with Powell being ranked 8. His captaincy was excellent. So everyone except Mark Morris gave him an 8. Mark Morris gave him a 6. But again, he saw it through his eyes, and we respect that.